with Jennifer J. And I am the girl, Auntie Jen. I am your girl. Auntie Jenny. Yes. My viewers, my friend, and my subscriber. I want to talk about this because I see it go around from the other day, but I never say anything about it, but I really have to come say something about it now. And it's the Usain Bolt saga. The Usain Bolt saga. I get from bad to worse now. No. We see where the Director of Public Prosecution, Paula Llewellyn, is saying that the team is ready to prosecute the case against former SSL client relation manager Jean Ann Panton, the only person charged in the matter, where Bolt and several other SSL clients' accounts were defrauded millions of dollars. Now, if Usain Bolt never came out the other day and spoke about it and the program he was on, everything was silent. Everything was silent. As a man come out and talk now, you find say everybody talk about it. Now, it look bad, people. Look here. The government of Jamaica, Andrew Holness, at the same time before SSL closed down or before, according to the Integrity Commission report, US $143,000 from SSL was transferred to an NCB account. An NCB account, as Donna Scott Motley will explain to you how she felt about this transfer. Listen to this.
Concerned me was the one where the account was opened at NCB. It was opened with no money in it. And I didn't know you could open an account with no money in it. A couple of days later, there was a deposit of a little over $143,000 US dollars, which came from SSL. And in the context of the discussions which we have been having about SSL, I believe that the Prime Minister needs to address this and explain how and why that money came into his account from SSL. It was deeply concerning to me, and I'm sure that it must be deeply concerning to all the people who not only lost money, but know people who lost money. And the number one concern is what happened to.
You know what is damning in this case, the people, is that up to now, what the Prime Minister do is to carry the case to court and to say, you can't talk about a case when it is before the court. And never even keep a press briefing and say, well, Jamaican, I can assure you, I did have an investment, which nobody can blame me if I invest in a SSL. But people now lose their money, right? And for years before a lockdown, like him in know how much money transferred to an account. When the account open and I go that the money go through the account. Imagine, and when you look now, you see everybody, I say, oh, like Venetia Philip, I would they tell you if I invest the money? Then you see one set of people come out and say, oh, the money never did reach a SSL. Now, statement here from Bolt's side. The allegation being circulated in the public that not all of Mr. Usain Bolt funds that were sent to Stocks and Security Limited were received by the institution are false, baseless, and entirely without credibility. All funds lodged at SSL by Mr. Bolt Company were transferred via bank transaction, and each and every payment was acknowledged by the institution in writing. Furthermore, Mr. Kenneth Tomlinson, who was appointed by the Financial Service Commission, the FSC, to take temporary management of SSL, found record confirming these lodgements and as attest to them in the Supreme Court. Therefore, any suggestion that the funds from Mr. Bolt Company, Wellgen Limited, did not reach SSL is incorrect and without merit. And then over all of a sudden, I see them run out and that. I say, anytime you try to talk truth, them set of people you always run out to say something else. So it is out there, my viewers, my friend and my subscriber. I see the opposition came out and was making a statement in regard to it also. I want you to listen to this.
There's concerns about the lack of transparency regarding the investigation into the SSL fraud matter. And since his comments, he has been met with a flurry of abusive comments on social media, led by JLP supporters who are chastising him for quite correctly raising concerns about his hard-earned money and what the status of his hard-earned money is. What is even more disturbing is that a confidential forensic report commissioned by the government of Jamaica has been selectively leaked to a particular media house in an attempt to discredit what Mr. Bolt said, which is that his money actually was invested in SSL.
Ripped off by SSL.
And ripped off by SSL. So I'm calling for two things. One, for the government to release that forensic report in its totality. Not to continue this exercise of picking and choosing sections of the report and sending it to specific media houses, but to put the entire report on the table so that all Jamaicans can see what took place. That's the first thing. And the second thing is that the government must give us an update. What is the status of the investigations? We know that a file was provided to the DPP. We don't know what the status of that is. That file has been there for months. We don't know where that is. And we need to remember, Mr. Bolt is one of hundreds of persons who were defrauded in SSL. So he has a right to raise these questions. These are the same questions that not so well-known persons who were defrauded are also raising. And the response cannot be to chastise him for doing so. He has been extremely responsible and restrained in not going public internationally with these issues because it would have a detrimental impact on the country and the perception of the investment climate in the country. So he has been restrained. And now to be greeted with this response for somebody who has done so much for the country. So the government must put the report on the table.
Table it.
Table it.
No.
Don't none of drips and drabs of what you think suits your particular political purpose. Put the entire report on the table, let the chips fall where they may, and tell us what the status of the investigation is. That is, the country deserves no less. Usain Bolt and the hundreds of others who were defrauded deserve no less. We can't continue this lack of transparency, which is a feature of how this government operates.
Well, I hope this thing put to rest once and for all. And Bolt can get back some closure and the rest of people who lost their money. If they even get back a wallet and then get back something. You hear say I Bolt money by the building and you hear all kind of something. You know what time people try to tell me going to some of them investments. Something. I remember one where they named Cash Plus. One brother come and say, come with me, you put 100,000 in it, man. We get back return. How much time? We never go in a Cash Plus in a people. Because me just, you see me? Me is not a greedy person when it comes for money. And I learn to live. I want enough to, but it's just like when people used to buy a visa for go America back in the days, and that a big hot bread at Jamaica. And me say, oh me, if me go up there and then they give me, that's it. Me can't bear take up my $1,000 put on people and I'm not sure I what go happen. But in them investments, sometimes you win and sometimes you lose. But for the mere fact that the head of Jamaica was in the same thing and him get money through for him account, me I look on it and say, him get money and me not get no money and me want my money. So leave on a view, leave on a comment. Tell me what you think about this phony scheme, SSL. Because it's a phony scheme. It's a Fonzie scheme. And it's just a pity people get caught up in it. leave your comment and tell me what you think. Like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Life with Jennifer JM. Catch you on the next time. Bye.